All right, everybody, we are live again, Internet Marketing Freaks. So all of us here today, Thomas, Teresa, and myself. And I'm really excited today because we are going to share again something we had success with in the very near past. And actually, Thomas is going to share some of his strategies. He has had some amazing success actually. If I can share now, Thomas is into paid traffic as well as blogging, but at the moment he's more into paid traffic. In the future, it's going to be also more about blogging. We just talk about this, and we will share something huge coming. But Thomas, I don't know. He will tell you more about this, but I just put a headline there: 409 leads in 24 hours and 25 sales. Actually, Thomas told me that there is a mistake. It was 15 sales, not 25 sales. So I apologize for that, and I didn't correct it. So it's actually 15 sales. But never mind. One of the sales was a pretty huge amount. So you know, I'm excited for Thomas. I'm happy for him, for his great success. Teresa is going to jump in later on. She will share something she has been working on for the past couple of weeks or even months. So she will share some more details with us. And now I just give a word to Thomas about his success, and hopefully it will help you. Anybody who's watching, it will help you with if you are into paid traffic, then hopefully Thomas will share something that can help you to have some amazing results, as Thomas has had now recently. So back to you, Thomas. Thank you for coming here today and you know, sharing your thoughts with us today.
Yeah, thank you very much, Morris. And yeah, lately I've been getting into paid traffic, and I guess in the last year I've tested it once in a while, but it's never really been like just a small package, and then you get some results, and but you don't really get like the big numbers and really get some action going, you know. So lately I just kind of decided it was time to spend some money and really go kind of hard on this paid traffic. And just as we speak, I just got a pop-up. I just made another sale. So yeah, that internet stuff just works, you know. So it's fun, and I guess we should put an income disclosure here. You know, we might be talking about money tonight, you know, or at least some results, and we can't guarantee you anything. Results varies, you know, and I don't know if we have a link below the video with the income disclosure. Do we have that, Mars?
No, not yet, but we might put it up as soon as the video is finished. I can you know, edit it and put the link. We are not promising anything, but anyway, I will put a income disclaimer there.
Yeah, because I believe that, well, there's kind of two ways you can get traffic to your online offer, and that's what we call kind of free traffic. It's blocking and YouTube videos, Facebook, and just using all the social platforms out there. And you can do a lot of good stuff out there. You can get a lot of traffic and a lot of leads and a lot of sales if you're good at that. And then you can do the paid traffic, and I don't really think that any of them are like easy in a way. You still need to work, and you still need to learn, and that can be a lot of roadblocks. You know, you can look at somebody doing paid traffic, and you look at what that person is doing, and you think that, Jesus, that is so easy. I'm gonna jump on that and do it, and I'm gonna be successful really, really fast. But I still think that the paid traffic, there's still a lot to learn, and there's still a lot to test, and a lot of things that you need to do right to make it work. And I definitely haven't figured all out yet, but at least I've figured some of it out, and it started working for me. And I'm sure I can optimize it a lot more and make it work even better, you know. But it takes time, and you need to work on your business, and that's just the way it is, you know. But lately I've been buying different traffic packages from different providers, you know, and just kind of try to test them and see if I can get some leads and then hopefully some sales. And it seems to be working in a way, you know. I still will say at this point I still spent more money on traffic than I actually have made from the traffic so far, but well, I guess I could share a little number with you. I actually, probably over the last months, I got 2,700 new leads. So if you know a little about online marketing, you would also know that I've spent quite a lot of money and tested a lot of different providers and stuff, and been going, some people would say maybe a little crazy, and bought some pretty big traffic packages, but it's also at least given me a lot of leads, and it also given me quite a lot of sales, and things are moving in the right direction, and actually today I made an all-in sale, and you can always contact one of us if you want to know more about what that means. But that's a pretty big sale in my world. It's actually a huge sale, and that was awesome. It's a pretty nice guy. I talked to him last couple of days, and it's really fun to experience that you can attract somebody into your business that you just connect with like that. We just kind of the same mindset and kind of want to do the same with your life and with your business online, and that was really amazing. And I pretty much told him how I look at it, with going all in and spend a lot of money on product, and then also that gives you some benefits, but or you should take it a little more easy and save some of the money and maybe try more paid traffic, and I kind of told him how I see that, and then I said you have to make the decision. And I actually think I was in a way kind of talking him out of going all in, and I thought, because he's still he knows quite a bit about online, but he's never really built like a big blog or something. He got his own blog and stuff, but still need to create a lot of traffic and a lot of leads before you start making sales. So and actually last night I was on a hangout with just a private, not something we recorded, just talking with a couple of friends, and Teresa and Maurice know John and Gail, and we were just having a little talk about our business and kind of coach each other a little, and I got a message from him. He tried to go all in, and something with his credit card, and he fixed that today. I think that might be if you're doing some online business and you have some product that's quite expensive, you will probably have a little challenge with a lot of your customers. They can't just buy it out of the box because there's a lot of limits on credit cards today, because there's a lot of stuff going on with people steal your information on your credit card and try to buy something for like $9,000, and so most people I think today have a limit on your credit card. So he had to call the bank today, and this afternoon I got a message that he was going all in. So that's cool, that gives some motivation and some belief in that it's actually possible to get some really good customers out there by paid traffic, and so that's been a really awesome experience for me, and I'm maybe a little shocked today that it actually happened, because it was pretty amazing, but still it's still a lot I need to learn, and of course you kind of feel like you want to have even more sales like that when you spend a lot of money on traffic, getting a lot of leads. But I think one thing you need to understand when you do paid traffic, and probably also if you do blocking or video or something and you get a lot of leads on your email list, some people will buy right out of the gate, right up front, and some people will stay on your list for a long time, need to get like 100 emails from you before they will buy something. So that can be a bit challenge, I guess, for your patient. You want to make some sales and get some new team members and have some people to build a business together with, but I'm sure there's going to be more sales in my list, but it's still I guess mentally and mindset it can be a little hard, to spend, like, let's say $1,000 on traffic, and then you only get like even you get quite a few sales, but it's only giving you maybe $20, $30, $50 in commission. That's a long way to $1,000. And so I think if you want to do paid traffic, you really have to start with the small packages and then get used to it and really try to learn how to run a business with paid traffic, because I know Teresa is going to talk more about that. You really have to work on those leads. You really need to send them a lot of emails with some really good content, and you need to do it probably every day, and you really need to try to connect with them on your Facebook profile or wherever you're doing out on the internet. If you have a YouTube channel where you have a lot of videos on, that's good content, you can send them there, ask them to follow you on YouTube, to get to know you. So there's still a lot of work to be done on with these leads, even that they can come in really fast. And because I had a couple of different traffic providers that kind of kicked off at the same day, and so I got these 409 leads in 24 hours. So that was a lot of fun trying, but I still think I'll probably go more for having a more stable, having leads coming in every day, So, but that's the thing with paid traffic. Somehow you kind of lose control a little, because you never know what these guys are doing, when they're going to send you offer to their list or whatever they do. So and actually a couple of the providers I tried had so many orders that one of them took a month from I bought it till it actually started running, and then it probably took them like 2 or 3 weeks to actually run all the traffic. So that's another thing to look into. Of course, you want to find somebody with paid traffic that's good traffic, but you also, in my opinion, want to find somebody that can deliver right when you order. Otherwise, you'll have a lot of money stuck out there in traffic, and that's really no fun. That one order was a little frustrating, because that was definitely not in my plan. That kind of messed up a lot of things for me, and then you wait for like 1 or 2 weeks to order something else, because you like, oh, these guys should start up right now, and then I end up buying another couple of campaigns, and then all of a sudden they all started up at the same time, and your email list start kind of blowing up, but it was fun trying, but it's I don't think it's what I'll recommend people to go for, maybe get like 20, 30, 40 leads a day. You'll have something really awesome going on, with your business, and better to go for a staple, and then you have hopefully sales every day, more or less, and that's good fun to see. Like for me, I live in Denmark, so most of my traffic comes from the US. So that means when I'm sleeping, it's evening time in America. So most days when I wake up in the morning, I have a few sales when I've been sleeping, and I think that's pretty awesome. I like that my business is running even that I'm sleeping, and that's freedom for me, and that's what I want to do in the future, is have a business that runs 24 hours a day, and I don't actually have to be sitting by the computer all the time to make the sales. They can happen, So
thank you, Thomas. That was great. Actually, I'm really interested in what Teresa has to say, and after that we come back to Thomas if he wants to share something important with us. Before I give word to Teresa, I really believe that any program out there, if you are into selling something on the internet, buying some kind of product that teaches you how to actually sell in a way that you have to get the traffic. Many times you have to spend some money in order to get some traffic. So really, be aware of, you have to actually invest after buying a product. You have to invest even more money into selling the product if there is something you are offering. Usually there is. So just be aware of this, and then look for ways how to do that. And actually Teresa can teach you something really really great in order to have results and get some quality traffic. So let's get to Teresa now, and I'm really curious and excited what she has to share with us. She just mentioned something before we started the Hangout. So let's see. Hello, Teresa.
Hi, thanks for having me today. Congratulations, first of all, Thomas, on all of your success. That's awesome. And you're right, you do have to actually be willing to spend some money to get results sometimes. You can either, there are two options in an online business. You can either give your time in exchange for money, or you can give money in exchange for your time and have more free time. Like Thomas was saying, oftentimes when he's sleeping over there in Denmark, most of his traffic comes from the United States, which also is known as what we call Tier 1 traffic, which means most of them speak English. They understand what you're saying, and the other reason you want to kind of research that and look for Tier 1 traffic as well is simply because Tier 1 is if they're English-speaking country and they're more of a, I don't know how to say it. They have more access to credit card use. Okay, plain and simple. So if it's a Tier 1 traffic, that's what you want to look for. You don't want to be looking for traffic from a third world country or whatever. Yeah, some people in a third world country do have access to a credit card and so forth, or ways to pay for things online, but it is a little bit more difficult. Therefore, if you're ordering traffic, you want to make sure that someone has access to that credit card to buy from you, and it's okay if it's not all Tier 1. For example, some of the stuff that I've been ordering in, traffic has actually been about 70 to 75% of Tier 1, and that's still good. And a lot of the other countries it goes to, like Canada or things like that, those are also known as Tier 1, but it's not exact United States, and those are okay. So if you see those when you order traffic, you're all right. Don't be nervous about that. The other thing that I would recommend when you're ordering traffic is, for goodness sakes, have some sort of link tracker. Get a really good one, and you may have to pay a little bit for it. But think about this: you're investing, $300,000, $500,000, $700,000 at a crack. Don't you want to know where your money's going? So it's very important to invest in some sort of link tracker. Now, if you are in iPaaS, for example, as just a, iPaaS, Empower, whatever. ClickStrack is very good. You can use ClickMagic. You can use, there's another one in your back office of iPaaS that's really good. So when you order traffic, make sure that you're giving your traffic provider that tracking link. And what that tracking link will do is tell you, when all of your clicks are delivered, so you're not going, I wonder if it's all done. I haven't made any money, because in traffic, nothing is guaranteed. So it's very important that you know exactly where stuff is coming from. And so if you usually get a paid version, it'll tell you where each click came from, the time of the day, how many you got today, how many you got yesterday. Some of them, like ClickMagic, for example, that's a really, really good one. I do recommend that. I think it's like, I don't know, $17 or $18 a month, but it will tell you even your conversion rate. So if you tell ClickMagic how much money you spent on your traffic that you paid your traffic provider, say I paid $1,000, or I paid $300 or whatever, it'll tell you your actual conversion rate for opt-ins and for sales, I believe. So either that or just sales, but it's very, very good. And it will tell you how many clicks you have left out of how many that you ordered. It'll show how many. So that's the very first important thing. Now, the second thing when you order traffic is, if that's your lunch money, I don't know how else to explain it. For goodness sakes, don't spend it. You know what I'm saying? If that's all you have to eat for the rest of the week, and you hope that if you order traffic on a Wednesday and by Friday you're going to hit the lotto, you are definitely in the wrong mindset entirely. And I know Thomas was saying that as well. If you're going to order traffic, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but it's going to require some actual elbow grease. It's going to require some work. Now, I saw a need for this, all right? I see people order traffic all the time. And then they come out and they're disappointed. I said, well, did you set up your autoresponder? No. Are you emailing your list? No. Are you sharing your results once you get a lead, 10 leads, 5 leads from your traffic? No. How on earth do you expect to get a sale? Okay, people like to be nosy. People like to see what you're doing. For example, I may go look at Maros's wall, and he may say, oh, I got 10 leads today. Maybe I'm, someone that, oh my gosh, I can't even generate one lead. How is Maros doing that? I want to know what he's doing, and I want to be in his business, you see? So if Maros is sharing his results, and I'm sure that, you're doing this as well, Thomas, and just shake your head yes or no, sharing results, people are going to go, how are you generating those leads? Because believe it or not, there are people who are struggling and say, hey, I ordered some paid traffic, all right? The biggest need that I see is this process from point A of ordering traffic to, A to Z, what do I do with them next, all right? So as I was thinking about this, I'm thinking, you know what? People really need to know what to do once they order traffic. Because if you order traffic and you sit there and go, I'm praying for a sale, it's not going to work. So stop praying and start working. I'm not super religious, but whatever your belief is, it has to come from within you first. So A, you have to be willing to part with that money, and B, you have to be in acceptance that, you know what, buying traffic is a risk. I mean, when you spend that $1 to go buy that magic lotto ticket at your local convenience store, do you have any idea you're going to win? No, but you're willing to part with that $1 for a chance at it, correct? So you have to put yourself in that right mindset first before you order traffic and say, you know what, this is money that I put aside. It's my play money. If I lose it, I lose it. And that's how you have to think. But there is a chance when you order traffic, as Thomas has experienced, that he got some sales. Great, you got the sale. Now what do you do with it? Well, you can't just leave them sit there, because I tell you what, when I order something from someone, I want to make sure that that person is contacting me, checking on me to make sure I'm okay. And I'm not saying that you have to hold somebody's hand, but the one thing that should be happening is the fact that you should be contacting them and saying, hey, like when I get a sale, I wait a little bit, like 24 hours, just so they get a time to review the system. And then I say, hey, my name is Teresa. I noticed that you signed up in my XYZ opportunity, whatever it is, and I just wanted to, check in with you, whether it be an email, a phone call, something. And a lot of people say you don't have to call your leads. But when you start out small, people need to know that you actually care about them, that you want them to succeed, because sometimes, people order that trial, or they order, whatever it is that you have to offer, and they're watching your video, and all of a sudden the phone rings, the baby cries, oh, that's $7. Oh, I forgot about that. I spent that, wasn't that last week? Oh, I have no idea what it's about. And all of a sudden, their trial is done, and they're ready for their actual, monthly fee, and they have no idea what it's about. So if you take the time to check back in with that person after your sale, within the first 24 hours, great. If you're using the iPod system and you have a coach, great. But it never hurts, because the person that signed up under you, they need to know who you are and what you're about, or that you're available, or that you even give 2 squats. So, yes, I said 2 squats. We talk funny in the U.S., so these guys are probably laughing at me, but whatever. So what I've actually taken the opportunity and time to do, because I saw a need for this, is I've actually started my own traffic company. So, but the unique thing about it is that, and you guys will have to just follow me on Facebook. I'm not going to spam this up with links or anything. So follow me on Facebook, connect with it. I'll have a link in there on my feed this week when it becomes available. I'm actually designing my own site. So yeah, I'm the multitasker this week. But the important thing is when you order traffic, what comes next? Well, with me, what comes next is the class. How do you set up your autoresponder? And not only that, in smaller groups, I find that it works better. So what I've arranged to do is have just 30 people at a time come through, and then it's like a co-op, so it all goes in a rotator. It'll start like on a Monday and end on a Saturday, and then, like Thomas was saying, You never know when your traffic's going to run. I ain't doing that. Because when someone comes into the business, they have to know that they're going to get some sort of results in the first 30 days of some sort. Now, as you remember, with traffic or any other opportunity, results are not guaranteed, not typical. It requires hard work, dedication, and then remember, buying traffic is like that lotto ticket. It's a risk. You either, you may get a result, you may not get a result. Okay. But the neat thing that I like to do is say, you know what? Once this closes, I know from my source that I can get that traffic out there in 7 to 10 business days. Period. Period. That's it. I know that it's going to happen because I've made arrangements for that to happen. I have seen people order, and like Thomas said, they're waiting months and months for this stuff, and they go, well, I'm tired of waiting for that person. I'm going to order some more. Well, all of a sudden, you have thousands and thousands of dollars invested in traffic, and you have absolutely no idea, well, is it coming from this one? Is it coming from this one? Because if you're new, you think the more money you spend on traffic, the more results you're going to get. But back to square one, are you tracking it? So you need to make sure that you're tracking it, knowing what to do with it. Then, once you get this list, they generally say, you may not get the sale right away. And you have to see, that person will have to see the offer on average, as quoted from a friend of mine, David Wood. People have to see things at least 7 times before they buy. So if you have a list of 500 people and you just leave them sit there, for God's sakes, what did you spend money on traffic for? Do something with that list. It is very important to do something with that list. Did you know in that list that you look at your list of subscribers from that traffic you purchased, and if you take their email address and you stick it in the top of that little search bar for Facebook, you will actually possibly find them on Facebook. Connect with them, be their friend. Don't go, hey, see my offer, spam, 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 because they'll delete you and they'll go, where did this guy come from? And please don't tell them that you're headhunting. But find out their wishes, their desires. Obviously, they got on your list for some reason, and don't even tell them that they're on your list. Just say, hey, I noticed you're, so-and-so, and, I like your picture of your dog on your thing or whatever. They don't have to know. And just figure out who they are and what they're about, and try to figure out, well, I wonder what interested them to be on my list. Get to know people. Again, this is a people business, so it's important that you actually, connect with people on a people level. Find out about them. They got a dog, they have kids. What would be their why for wanting to make more money online? All of these things require work, sharing your results, creating a story from your results. Like Thomas, he could create a story saying, I was, sleeping last night and I made a sale. Awesome. I've never made money in my sleep before. But other people will see that post on his social media and go, dude, how are you doing that? I want a piece of that pie like that. So then again, your story from your leads or your sales or whatever it is you got going on in your business is going to create interest. So not only will your list create interest, but the traffic that you bought and the results you're posting will also create interest from social media. So that person may not be on your list, but they may be interested in what you have going on. So if you're going to be interested in purchasing some traffic, I've actually been testing it. It has been doing very well so far. Results are not guaranteed or typical. Follow me on Facebook. And like Thomas said, results are never promised, but he had so many coming in at one time. Pick one source, wait for it. Find out before you order when that source is going to be able to deliver, and that's where you want to start. Don't get a whole bunch of stuff going on at one time, because how are you going to follow up with those people? So watch my Facebook wall, and thanks for letting me speak about that today, guys. I do appreciate that, and if anyone has questions or they want to add anything to it, awesome.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mouse.
I just got a bad internet connection, so that's why you couldn't see me for a while. Hopefully it's working. If it's not working, just Thomas will jump in and we'll finish this. Teresa, thank you for great input here. And anybody who wants to join Teresa's program or learn from her, just get back to her. You see her name down there. In case you will share this hangout, there is a link below this video. You can join. This is another way how to connect with Teresa. If you are more interested in what we have to offer, just ask again Teresa. You might even join the button, just check it out, And if you are more interested, as I said, just ask Teresa, connect on Facebook with her or with Thomas if there is something you want to learn from Thomas, because Thomas is becoming to be very experienced with spending a lot of money on traffic or even little money, but get some amazing results. Just connect with Thomas. He can teach you what he knows. Again, in case Thomas will share this hangout on his Facebook, just go to the link below this video and join there. You can also once you find the post on my Facebook wall, just go below this video and click the join button. Another thing I want to share with you guys is something very exciting coming. We are into paid traffic, but we also love blogging, and there is a great software coming up pretty soon, and we will talk more about this software next week. Something that will help you blog faster, easier, and it's for anybody who is just starting with blogging, or anybody who has difficulty with blogging. You don't know what to blog about, you don't know how often to blog, and what kind of for whom to blog, because sometimes it's might be easy to blog, right? But if you have no audience, you don't have readers, it's kind of why blog? So it's very important to have people out there who are reading your stuff, in order to attract them to you and maybe sell them something, So if you have something to offer. So that's all from me today, guys. I don't know if you can see me. Hopefully, yes. Everything is great, and thank you for sharing your thoughts. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, everybody who is watching this, and come back again here on Monday. I believe is 2 p.m. Eastern time. Is that correct, Teresa, or is it Central time?
Yeah. No, 2 p.m. Eastern.
2 p.m. Eastern. All right. In Europe, it's 8 p.m. in the evening. Thank you, guys, and see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.